Now tonight on Johnny's Editorial, we recall the unfortunate scenes of violence recorded during Thursday's by-election in the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, which virtually every well-meaning Ghanaian has described as unfortunate, considering it was meant to be a peaceful poll in a very well-developed and affluent part of Accra. Sadly though, it took on a different tinge. Masked men, shootings, fractures, fisticuffs, shouts of war from angry supporters ready to shed and lick blood.
This is the way they are going to go. We are prepared. Trust me. We are not going to take the words of any police officer. Because, my brother, the police officers were here when the shooting was ongoing. There were police officers here. And listen to me. If the police have no knowledge about this, those vagabonds drove in police officer Mowak.
But the aftermath of this state of affairs is as worrying as the incident itself. The two main political parties engage in a blame game.
Started getting calls of intimidation and attacks on our party agents and our party national monitoring officers. As we speak to you now, Honorable Sam George had been beaten up mercilessly and is wounded, and I understand he's been sent to hospital. I just spoke with him and he indicated to me that the butts of guns were used to hit him. Today is a very sad day for democracy, and the NDC as a party cannot and will not be part of this exercise.
Difficulty I find is that I believe it's premeditated. It is orchestrated, and therefore incidents are being blown out of proportion.
Which
in
of
that
them
case,
is premeditated? The decision to withdraw all the violence.
all of it, all of it.
The violence.
The violence. There has been demonstrated violence. We've seen some incidents of violence on videos that are all of a sudden circulating internationally, worldwide. But did they explain the source of the violence? We are informed, as I just stated, that there was an engagement with some thugs who were camped right behind the candidates, the NDC candidate's house.
The Director of Operations of the Ghana Police Service, DCOP George Mensah, said the men blamed for the chaos were not under his command.
Investigations. And I wasn't here when the incident happened.
And you say you are going to investigate this matter?
Of course.
I drove past
You cannot leave to die a natural death. You need to investigate to see those who actually came, whether they were policemen or from the national security or wherever they came from.
But I'm asking, is it professional? So you are denying that they are your members?
I'm not denying anything.
No, but you say you don't know them.
Yes, because all my men are not masked.
So by extension, you are denying that they are your members?
You don't put words in my mouth. I'm telling you that my men are not masked. There are policemen here. You can see from police, military, nobody is masked. If there were people who were masked, where are they from? Are they from the police? Are they from the national security? Are they from any other forces? We need to investigate.
Who was issuing out orders to these men in uniform were yet to be told. Former President John Mahama's intervention cannot be described as helpful to the situation.
MPP is taking this power as a matter of life and death. They said it already. They said all die, be die. And they are acting out and living the reality of the all die, be die. I'm sure that this evening when you turn on your televisions, you will see what happened at Ayawaso West. And so we are not going to joke in 2020. And I'm sounding a warning to the MPP. We're going to match them boot for boot.
It took a while, but the president has spoken, describing, quote, the isolated incident of violence which occurred in the early stages of the election as unfortunate and regrettable. And, quote, again, I condemn it in no uncertain terms, unquote. The president adds that, quote, the police is committed to conducting a rapid inquiry into the matter, and I expect all persons who are found culpable at the end of the process to face the full rigors of the law, unquote. Assurances we have heard time and again, except these assurances have not curbed the excesses of some of these security forces. If we as a people fail to rein in our security personnel and continue to allow them to run riot, as some of them did at Ayawaso Wogong on Thursday, we would have absolutely no control over how far they go. They may for now be dishing out slaps to MPs, which in itself is an escalation of their crassness, or assaulting journalists. But who knows who next may be at the receiving end of their brutalities? Maybe a minister of state. Or can you imagine if they assault a diplomat here in Ghana and it's caught on video? That certainly would have international ramifications, and we would all, including the president, be embarrassed the world over. There's this popular Ga saying, Oya moja tabi ole, ke ida nyubana. To wit, you may now be breeding a lion's cub until it grows into an adult. We've seen ample demonstration of this with the NPP's political party vigilante group, Invincible Forces, when they took on the Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator. And then they also stormed the court in Kumasi. Now wait, could it be that elements of this group have found their way into the national security apparatus? Hopefully not. So back to breeding the lion's cub. The troops may for now be doing the bidding of the government in power. But should that power change hands, these same troops or a similar group may be under the control of a new administration with the power to unleash terror on whoever may cross their path. So now, who has the power to stop our rogue elements in the security apparatus from assaulting ex-presidents? Mr. President, a stitch in time saves 9.